It's Clinton's fault!
What is up, everybody? My name is Jay, and welcome back to another episode of Legally Compromising, where we discuss either U.S. or world issues. This happens to be the world issue, and this cannot be a coincidence of this episode. So last night, my roommate and I actually ended up watching the interview for a little bit, and I've never watched the full episode of that, and it's always been a interesting movie. I absolutely love Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is amazing. So is James Franco. Just awesome actors. But recently in the news, and for the first time in my life that I can remember, the United States and China has agreed, that both nations have agreed that it is time to put tougher sanctions against North Korea. It is absolutely time, in light of their recent activities with launching a satellite, testing ICBMs, just completely threatening just everything. U.S. Ambassador Samantha Power will be submitting a draft resolution to, quote-unquote, punish North Korea for defying earlier sanctions on its nuclear program. Now, to me, this has come extremely late. This should have been in place months ago, years ago, before the first ICBM was actually tested. Now, I did do some research where there are a lot of experts saying that China dumbed down the sanctions that were being made by the UN so that North Korea had some flexibility room. And it was a little messed up, I think. If the UN's going to agree on something, one nation shouldn't be out for the other and help it, even if it's their ally. I understand the ideas of trying to make everything, keeping that relation of bond, but you got to realize that after a while, it's going to be something bad. As we look ahead, of course, the issue is going to be pretty flat out and simple that North Korea is going to keep defying sanctions no matter who it's going to be. But if China is not going to be there to back them up anymore, then maybe North Korea is going to have a whole nother idea on what it's going to do. But even though China wants to punish North Korea, they are still in full support of talks. North Korea walked out on the Six Nation talks back in 2009, and China wants those talks restored. The Six Nations involved with that is, of course, the United States, China, North Korea. Also involves 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I only have 5 nations listed on there. Russia and South Korea are the other ones, but there's a sixth one. Japan. I remember now. Japan is the other one. Japan is a major U.S. ally, and it's kind of weird looking at a historical perspective when 1942 and or 1941 and World War II happened. But Japan is a big ally of the United States, and China wants those talks to happen again. And if they happen again, maybe they can reach some resolution with Kim Jong-un and the Democratic peoples of North Korea, or the that massive dictatorship that we as the United States do not often want to talk about. But I guess we'll just see, what happens, and I hope everything turns out the best for everyone. The last thing I, of course, think that everybody wants is war, and if we all avoid war and just are somehow able to come around and compromise, hence the name of the show, if we can just compromise, we're going to solve issues a lot quicker. At least that's my ideology, and if you disagree, so. Thank you guys for watching. Also, stay tuned for next week. I don't know what the issues will be then, but Tuesday, Super Tuesday, 12 states will decide whether they support Republican candidates or not. So that might be the U.S. issue, and the world issue might be something else. I don't know. We'll just have to find out what happens in the week. Other than that, I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.